never been taken advantage of like this.
The complimentary Disney Genie service will be built into the My Disney Experience and Disneyland apps. Oh boy. Yes, so be prepared to waste all 3 of your wishes on the Genie by just trying to make one dining reservation without it crashing. With Disney Genie, guests will have a personalized itinerary feature that will recommend attractions, dining, entertainment, all catered to Bob Chapek and Josh D'Amaro's interests. Do you have a picture of them? There's Humphrey the bear.
At 9:18, I would have said no. At 10:18, I say that's a great idea.
The Abraham Lincoln animatronic, I don't know if you saw this, was folded over in the Hall of Presidents at the Magic Kingdom this week. God, even he couldn't stay awake through the whole thing. Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now, the news for August 20th, 2021. This week, Disney announced major changes with the new Disney Genie service, including Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, paid options to replace the formerly free FastPass service. Now that the dust has settled, fans are making their feelings clear. Of the 3 announcement videos, the reactions quantified by likes versus dislikes are over 70% negative for 2 videos, the full overview and the digital overview. The third, the initial announcement, is close behind at 67% negative. This is relatively unheard of. These are the most disliked videos in the history of Disney parks on YouTube. In general, obviously, the most of the world is unhappy about this. To give you an idea, the video about changes to the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland are 95% positive. So this is a tremendous difference here between this controversial thing and this. And on that note, I just want to stop and I want to really thank people. I went on, one of many rants I've been on this show the other day, and the response to that was overwhelmingly positive, and I'm happy that so many of you agreed and went to the comments to let that be known. And the video's been out on social media and everything. It's been a great response, and I think it's making a big difference, and our voice is actually being heard in that sense, which is great. So thank you guys so much, and together we can, like I've said a million times, together we can make stuff happen. If it's as stupid as bringing back noodles to Ohana, or as big as this thing could be if we could turn this thing around. But I don't know if we can, but nonetheless, it's good that people in the company are aware of how upset people are, and I think that YouTube dislike that's pretty damn strong. That's pretty amazing. This statue has got no strings. Pinocchio is joining the Disney Fab 50 character collection with his gold statue coming to Magic Kingdom. Walt Disney Animation Studio Director Chris Buck announced Pinocchio's statue on the Disney Parks blog Instagram story today. Pinocchio again at Magic Kingdom. On August 18th, Monorail Orange lost power moments before pulling into Disney's Contemporary Resort. As seen in a video posted to YouTube by the Caps TV, the monorail paused around 1:15 p.m. when the vehicle lost power to all systems. Its load of passengers were stranded high above the cast member access driveway on the Magic Kingdom side of the resort, adjacent to the Bay Lake Tower. In the 95-degree heat of a mid-August afternoon, the monorail soon became sweltering without air conditioning. And in the video, a cast member's announcement could be heard from within the monorail, asking guests to bring the windows out and place them carefully on the floor next to you. The Reedy Creek Fire Department dispatched a cherry picker truck, but ultimately it was the monorail line maintenance vehicle which came to tow Monorail Orange backwards to the Magic Kingdom station. Monorail Orange returned from refurbishment earlier in the summer, sporting those sleek new exterior details and some interior ones as well, but clearly still some problems to deal with this aging fleet, even though they're doing these larger refurbishments. Speaking of refurbishments, one of the Jungle Cruise at the Magic Kingdom is continuing, and we're seeing new props in the ride's queue, plus another update to the sign outside of the attraction, as well as a change on the attraction. In July, the sign was updated to include new nautical items on top, and the sign itself was painted green and read World Famous Jungle Cruise Tours. Well, with another paint job, World Famous and Tours are now gone, leaving just Jungle Cruise once again. I think people were confused, or someone was mad it wasn't just the name of the attraction. I don't know what happened. The sign is now a more natural-looking wood color, and the lettering of Jungle Cruise is painted dark red. The Lotus Tour sign in the queue has returned, now with the Jungle Navigation Company Limited on it. There's also a new Amazonian River Fantasy sign. The sign alludes somewhat to the Jungle Cruise film, which takes place on the Amazon. In the skipper office, we noticed some props related to the movie. There's a conquistador helmet and Frank's hat. And in the Venus flytrap section of the queue, we noticed a few new skulls in the jungle. A notable update is the removal of the monkey statue inside the ride's temple. It has been replaced with a golden snake statue looming over a red glowing orb. And this appeared at Disneyland, this statue as well, not in this color. But again, I guess the monkey was related to an actual god in Indian culture, I believe. And so Disney decided best to get rid of that and put this snake idol instead. August 23rd marks the beginning of Disney's World Princess Week, part of the Ultimate Princess celebration. Walt Disney World guests can celebrate at Epcot in the playground, which will be rethemed to Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog on August 23rd. The Family Play Zone, which recently reopened, is frequently rethemed to Disney properties. Usually they're kind of futuristic or arcadey in nature. I think it's been like Wreck-It Ralph and WALL-E. How Princess and the Frog works with the angular designs of this playground, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see what happens. They just put smokestacks on that thing the kids rock back and forth on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. While traveling around the world today at Epcot, we stopped off for a cool treat to beat the heat. The refreshment outpost in the Africa Pavilion features hot dogs, frozen slushies, special items for the Food and Wine Festival, and now a watermelon and pineapple Dole Whip. The watermelon pineapple swirl Dole Whip is $5.25. You can read the review on our website. Another venue is set to reopen at Disney's Hollywood Studios, as Walt Disney World's website has updated the operating hours for the Dockside Diner for this Sunday, August 22nd. Dockside Diner will be open from 11 to 5 daily. The hot dogs, nachos, and sandwiches have been replaced with 2 different salad rolls and a smoked fish dip, as the restaurant will lean into its theming. Kids can still get a classic macaroni and cheese or PB&J Uncrustables. A new seaside brownie will be available. You know what I want? A brownie that's related to the sea. That doesn't sound appetizing. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I was just in the ocean water. It's kind of salty. I don't want a salty brownie. I hope it's not that. I'm sure it's probably very good. You could still get milkshakes as well as the typical Disney Park selection of hot and cold beverages, and a new blue Sea Margarita is joining the menu as well. The Minute Maid frozen lemonade with vodka will still be available, as well as both vanilla and chocolate shakes with Bailey's Irish Cream and Kahlua liqueur. Boma Flavors of Africa reopened today as Walt Disney World's first buffet to return to service. The menu was recently released, and the big change, Pog juice is gone. No more passion fruit, orange, and guava juice. The manufacturer has stopped making it, so it's we've already been told it's already gone from Ohana, which means with it also gone from Boma, I think it's gone property-wide now. So the Pog juice, no longer a thing. It's unclear if there are any plans to buy from another distributor or what the plan will be, but Pog juice, which has been kind of a staple of Disney World breakfast for a few years now, no longer a thing. That being said, I don't know what time this show is coming out on Friday, but I know for sure you'll at least be able to read our Boma breakfast review, which will be out by then, because I know we're going at 7:30 in the morning, so you'll definitely have that review by the time this show is out. But also be sure to join us for the dinner review on our site as well. We have an early dinner, 5 o'clock, so we're gonna bring you reviews of breakfast and dinner as soon as we can. Tokyo Disneyland is well known for its popcorn mania, with several unique flavors and dozens of amazing buckets themed to everything from ride vehicles to It's a Small World popping up at the resort. The latest addition to the popcorn frenzy, an incredible Alice in Wonderland themed bucket and little tongs to grab your flavored popcorn without getting your hands sticky. The Alice in Wonderland popcorn bucket is available only at the Big Pop in Tokyo Disneyland. Features Alice between stacks of multicolored teacups with various designs accenting them, such as the Cheshire Cat silhouette and the Mad Hatter's hat. This is the most spectacular bucket. And of course, the lid itself looks like tea, which opens up to reveal a mirror. This is insane. Just below that, you lift the lid of the green cup to access the popcorn. On top of that, the clips where the lanyard strap attaches are the little handles for the teacups. And everything about this thoughtfully designed, as always with Tokyo Disney. The popcorn bucket is 2,600 yen, about $23.67 US. And for all the neat freaks in all of us, as well as those who don't want to constantly lick their fingers or wipe down their hands, every popcorn cart at Tokyo Disney Resort will now also sell absolutely adorable mini popcorn tongs, whose grabbers are Mickey Mouse's gloves. This is so cute. The tongs are themed to the same design seen on Tokyo Disney Resort's food wrappers and popcorn containers, also their drink cups. It even includes a carabiner to attach the case to your bag and a little Mickey-shaped popcorn kernel. The tongs are 1,200 yen, about $10.93 US. Both items go on sale on September 14th. To clarify, I know this might be a little weird for those of you at home. In Japanese culture, it is not often deemed appropriate to touch food. So when they eat a hamburger, even though they have a lot of hamburgers at the resort, usually the wrapper remains on and you eat with the burger and the wrapper. Popcorn, at Tokyo Disney, it's acceptable to do a couple of things that are not socially acceptable in culture there. Walk and eat is one of those things. You get to do that with the popcorn. And the other is touch the popcorn and actually eat it because you're touching the food. So that is why these tongs are a thing, because some people, even though they're at Disney and it's acceptable there, don't want to do that. A few months ago, we got our first look at Project Kiwi, Walt Disney Imagineering's incredible free-roaming talking Groot robot. Now we know more about the development of Groot and similar projects thanks to Brooks Barnes of the New York Times. Brooks spoke to the senior Imagineering executive John Snoddy about Groot. Snoddy said, quote, "A new trend that is coming into our animatronics is a level of intelligence. More believable, more outrageous. This guy represents our future. It's part of how we stay relevant." Said, since Walt Disney's first audio animatronics were introduced in the 1960s, the technology has come a long way, and Disney is working to keep their parks and experiences up to date. Robots like Groot will theoretically walk amongst guests. They won't replace human performers, but will fill in where humans can't, such as with characters like Groot or Baby Yoda. A recent example of Disney's advanced robotics, of course, is that Spider-Man Stuntronic, which is used in a show with live actors at Disney California Adventure. Really the highlight of Avengers Campus if you haven't been. Project Kiwi is going to be moving to a playtest stage soon, which means Groot may make an appearance at a theme park near you to test his abilities and gather guest feedback. Barnes also learned about Project EXO, a similar Imagineering project. EXO also strives to bring incredible characters to life, but with a sophisticated full-body exoskeleton instead of a robot. These exoskeletons could be used to bring the Incredible Hulk or similar giant characters to life for guest interactions. In the photo you're seeing now, Richard Alexander Pelican has a costume-like piece resembling the feet of a wampa from Star Wars. Jonathan Becker is standing on advanced stilts, while Asia Carapina, a ride development engineer, explained that these exoskeletons are being created to counteract gravity itself. A human wouldn't be able to wear a Hulk costume weighing almost 40 pounds as they would clothes, so the weight needs to be redirected to the ground. But it also needs to look natural and believable, Pena said, and it has to be something that the different performers of different body types with different gaits can slip into with identical results. The challenge is to not have a big idea, Becker said, almost after falling over, but to get it all the way to the park. This is incredible. This is the stuff we want to see. Like I said, when we saw this Groot the first time, these would be amazing. Hope we see these soon. A magical new interactive experience will be available on Disney Cruise Line's newest ship, the Disney Wish. Disney Uncharted Adventure sends guests on a quest throughout the Disney Wish to search for the missing pieces of the wishing star, answering the question, if wishing upon a star makes your dreams come true, what happens when the star goes missing? Guests will be able to play Disney Uncharted Adventure with the Play Disney Parks mobile app. Their device will be enchanted to become a magical spyglass that allows them to view constellations across the ship. Guests can even get started as soon as they book a cruise on the Disney Wish, when they'll receive a message from Captains Minnie and Mickey with information about stars and constellations from real-life stories. The experience is grounded in the ancient tradition of wayfinding by starlight as seen in Moana. Quote, while guests will need a mobile device to play, this isn't a traditional mobile gaming experience, said Imagineer Davey Feder. This is a heads-up, active experience that can be played with family and friends. The magic will happen all around the ship. The spyglass is not where the adventure takes place. It's just the tool that brings the ship to life, opening portals into new worlds and allowing guests to interact with them. The Disney Wish will be infused with innovative technology, including augmented reality and physical effects that'll be activated when playing Disney Uncharted Adventure. Quote, guests might admire a beautiful painting today without realizing that hiding right beneath the surface, there's a horde of mischievous Kakamora from the world of Moana just waiting to escape and wreak havoc on the ship. A digital menu board might showcase what's for lunch in the afternoon, but later it will host a cooking lesson in Tiana's own kitchen. Guests can play individually or as a group to find the shattered pieces of the wishing star. Their device will direct them to different parts of the ship with different interactive elements where they can use their spyglass as a controller. They will join the heroic characters who inhabit each destination on a mission to find the star fragment that landed there. Highlights include teaming up with Moana to navigate their canoes beyond the reef, helping Tiana cook up the perfect pot of her father's favorite gumbo, summoning Tinkerbell to give the Disney Wish an extra dash of pixie dust, and diving into the East Australian Current, or the EAC, with Nemo and friends. The adventure will culminate in a grand finale hosted in Luna, one of the ship's premier entertainment venues. During the live interactive experience, every guest who played the game can gather together to battle an infamous Disney villain who's been pulling the strings all along and finally restore the wishing star to its rightful place in the sky. This sounds great also. I love this. We did Midship Detective Agency when we just did the cruise, and that was really cute. It's a little aged now because technology has moved on, but this sounds really cool. I'm excited to see how this turns out. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, be sure to shop with the Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. We have our first Universal and Disney crossover item available now for $20. It's the, oh boy, I'm going to get some comments for this. The Disney in the Streets, Universal in the Sheets t-shirt. It's available now at carouselofproducts.com. $20 like all our shirts always are, because we don't believe in price gouging here at WDWNT. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, both in the streets and in the sheets.